Today, we invite you to Nafplio, one of Greece's most vibrant and charming cities, deeply loved by so many people, both Greeks and foreigners. If you're interested in exploring Greek history, you may find Nafplio a convenient place to stop, as there are plenty of ancient places nearby that can make a perfect one-day trip from Nafplio and back. Nafplio is the capital of Argolis and an important tourist destination. It was founded in ancient times and became an important seaport in the Middle Ages. During the time of Venetian rule, the town was referred to in Italian as Napoli di Romania, a term referencing the medieval concept of Romania, which denoted the territories of the Byzantine Empire and differentiated it from Napoli, Naples, in Italy. Nafplio has a very long history, and it is thought that its name actually derives from Nauplius, a renowned seafarer and the offspring of Poseidon and Amymone. Nafplio was one of the first cities liberated by the Greeks during the Greek War of Independence of 1821. In 1823, it became the first capital of the independent Greek state and remained the capital until 1834, when Athens became the new capital. It is perhaps its rich history that makes this city so interesting and so alluring to millions of visitors who come here every year from all over the world. To get to Nafplio from Athens, you can use one of the TEL buses that run daily and go via Isthmus and Argos. The buses are comfortable and air-conditioned, and the journey from Athens takes 2 hours and 20 minutes. There used to be a rail service to Nafplio, as well as to many other cities in the Peloponnese. Today we can still see the remains of the old train station in the city. However, in 2011, the train service was suspended due to the Greek financial crisis. So, what do you do and where do you go once you're in Nafplio? First of all, you should walk around the cobbled streets of the old town. Nafplio consists of two parts: the old town that protrudes into the sea, and the new part that stretches into the mainland. Most tourist attractions are in this old part of the town, though there are some nice places to see in the new part as well. The Old Town of Nafplio maintains its own distinct traditional architectural style with many colorful buildings with doors and shutters painted blue, green, red, and even yellow. There are numerous shops that sell souvenirs, jewelry, shoes, high-quality clothing, and many other things. There are also some nice places to eat in the center of the old town, as well as along the seafront. Many of them are psaro tavernes, that is, fish restaurants, where you can try delicious fresh seafood. Still, there are also meat restaurants, pizzerias, fast food restaurants. Everyone can find here what they love. One of our favorite places to eat in Nafplio is Taverna Vesantio. It is hidden among the winding streets of the old town, under the canopy of bougainvilleas. Here you can try different traditional Greek dishes and fresh fish. Before or after a hearty lunch at some of those lovely places, you should definitely visit the Acronauplia. The Acronauplia is the oldest part of the city, and until the 13th century, it was a separate town. Later, the Venetians and the Franks incorporated it into the town's fortifications. Later on, it was used as a prison until it was decided that the gorgeous view provided by the location would benefit tourism. A hotel complex was built on the remains of old fortifications and still stands there today. Here you'll find some great spots for selfies, which unfortunately won't be unique as they are too popular among tourists and are strongly associated with Nafplio on social media. If you're adventurous enough, you can get inside some of the tunnels of the Acronauplia fortifications. In this video, we won't tell where you can find the entrance, as going there might be not safe. Another place one must visit in Nafplio is the fortress of Palamidi. It is one of the most beautiful castles in Greece. The fortress is nested on a hill to the east of Acronauplia. It was built by the Venetians between 1711 and 1714. You should be physically fit to get to the top of the hill, as there are 913 steps from the town to the entrance of the fortress. Yet, walking up the never-ending stair is not the only way you can get to the Palamidi Fortress. There is also a road on the opposite side of the hill, so you can drive there or take a bus tour if you don't want to or simply can't go on foot. Palamidi, in addition to being a great fortress, was also a notorious prison. It functioned as a prison for a little bit more than 100 years, until 1982, when it was designed as a visitable archaeological site by the Greek National Tourist Organization. Walking up and down the hills of Nafplio, you'll inevitably see this. This is the luxury hotel Xenia, that first opened its doors to guests in 1961. The hotel used to have 58 rooms, 40 doubles and 18 singles, on 3 floors. The ground floor featured public spaces connected to an open area, which housed an outdoor restaurant with an unobstructed view. It was in operation until the year 2000. Since then, it has been abandoned and, little by little, turned into a ruin. This hotel was built as part of a broader effort by the Greek government to stabilize the economy following 2 world wars and a civil war. The program received the name Xenia from the ancient Greek word Xenia, a concept of hospitality towards foreigners and guests that was understood as a moral obligation. This program focused on building high-end hotels in scenic or historic areas to attract tourism. This move was controversial. Many people didn't like these modern concrete structures in areas of historic significance. Still, the project was initially a great success, and many people consider it one of Greece's wisest financial moves. However, in the late 1980s, the state proved incapable of meeting the tourist demand, and Xenia took the path of abandonment. Today you can find dilapidated Xenia hotels in many touristy places throughout Greece. The ruin of the Hotel Xenia in Nafplio, meanwhile, has long become an inseparable part of the city panorama, and some would even say that it adds particular charm to the view. Another place you'd like to visit after the Acronauplia and the Palamidi castle is the water castle of Bourtzi. Today the view of the castle is a peaceful spectacle, but a bit less than 200 years ago it was used as a location for executing prisoners via guillotine. Starting from the 1930s, a small hotel and a restaurant were located here. Today you can get there by boat. In high season, it departs every 30 minutes from in front of the Napoli Cafe near Philellinon Square. It takes 10 minutes to get to the castle, where you will have a 20-minute tour. As of 2025, a boat ticket to the island and back is €5. If you want to get inside the fortress, a full ticket costs €7, and for a reduced one you'll pay €5. There are tours every day, but operating hours differ depending on the month of the year. As the fortress is a museum, there are also some days of the year when you can visit it for free. Yet, you'll still have to pay for the boat. Finally, being in Nafplio, you must have a stroll along Arvanitia-Karathona Trail. It's a nice route for walking, running and cycling. Following the route, you can get as far as Karathona beach and even a bit further to the little charming church Agios Nikolaos Chrysokristos. Karathona beach is more than 1 kilometer long and is mostly sandy with eucalyptus and palm trees along the entire length of the beach. It has been awarded a blue flag. The sea in the bay is shallow, which makes it a great place for a beach day with kids. Don't expect a lot of infrastructure here, though. There are a couple of bars that operate in high season, as well as some water sports activities such as inflatable water slides and the like. Be ready to pay €15 for an hour of fun in their inflatable castle and the same amount for a set of 2 sunbeds and an umbrella. Locals come here by cars for the whole day with their own equipment for a cozy day at the beach or a barbecue party at night. If you don't have a car, in summer you can use a tail bus to get here. The bus runs from Nafplio and costs €2. And this is Karathona Island. It's tiny, rocky and uninhabited, and is only accessible by boat. Karathona Beach is a great place if you enjoy being in nature, far from crowds of tourists and loud music. But if you're looking for a fancier place, you can opt for Arvanitia Beach. This beach is at the opposite side of the trail, right next to the hill of Acronauplia. Mind that though the sea bottom here is sandy, the beach itself is rocky, and getting into the water might be a bit difficult. But let's get back on the trail. Walking around Nafplio is an unforgettable experience. The route is easy to walk, there are almost no steep ups and downs, and there are benches here and there from which you can enjoy the breathtaking views of the Argolic Gulf. Apart from the spacious Karathona beach, there are many small private pockets of beaches along the path. Some of them are easily accessible and thus are more crowded, others are difficult to get to, but if you try, you'll be awarded with an incredible swimming experience in the clear blue waters of the sea. The route is also famous for its cats. Interestingly, the majority of cats here are black. There are dozens of them, so don't forget to bring them some tasty treats. If you come to Nafplion on one of the Greek market days, that is on Wednesday or Saturday, you might want to visit the local farmers market. It operates from early morning till lunchtime or siesta and is pretty big. Locals prefer to buy fruit, vegetables, herbs and fish here rather than buy it all from supermarkets, as it's not only fresher here, but also cheaper. Nafplio is definitely one of the greatest places to visit in Argolis and in all of Greece. It's a very atmospheric place, and though the majority of tourists visit it in the high summer season, which is totally understandable as the sea here is amazing, it's also beautiful in winter, especially around Christmas. If you happen to be in Greece at this time of the year, don't miss the opportunity to see Nafplio in Christmas decorations. Nafplio is great and unforgettable. Once you come here, you'll want to return or even settle down in this magic town. But what about some other places of interest in the region? Well, there are plenty of them, and hopefully there will be more videos about Argolis on this channel. As for now, we have already made a video about Tolo, a cozy little village very close to Nafplio, so if you haven't seen it yet, you can follow the link to it in the description. I hope this video was interesting. Stay tuned and see you soon!